Hmm, what to draw, what to draw. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out together. All right. So I started this piece maybe a couple days ago, just doodling around. I've broken it up into three layers, and I like to keep things simple. I think it helps my creative process. And so I wanted to draw a couple more things just to help fill out this page and show you what I'm doing and how you can do the same thing. So, using my custom brushes here, you don't have to use them, but I like them. I use them in my own commercial work, and you can try them out too. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. The brushes that I'm using for this um, are three, just three brushes and three layers. So I've got this inker, Jeff's Super Magic inker for the top layer. That's my lines. For the bottom layer is Jeff's Super Marker, and I use that to lay out just a base flat color with a little bit of shading, kind of, you'll see what I mean. And then Jeff's Fine Pencil, and I'll use that here for this middle layer. And you can see what I'm doing with this guy here as I turn that layer off and on. There are just little details and highlights on that layer. So I'm going to start off with my inker and just a solid black color. And I've got this image pulled up over here in the corner. And I don't know who drew this, but it is great. I love this a lot. There's a lot going on that I just think is so much fun. If you're ever stumped about what to draw and where you should get started, just draw something that is on your desk or in the same room and put some big googly eyes on it. And it makes it this fun, cool little character like this artist has done here. And I just wanted to have this up as inspiration as we get started. So I'm on my layer, the top layer with my lines, and I think we're just gonna keep this real simple. Let me move this over. We're just gonna keep this so simple and draw a little star shape. Whoosh, whoosh. But you know what this star needs? It needs something to make it a bit more fun and goofy. So we are going to add uh zhoosh, maybe a ball cap. Yeah. Here we go. I like that a lot. And then we'll add some goofy arms. Oops. That's pretty good. Maybe they need some thumbs. Thumbs are always good. Only if you want to pick things up. All right. And then they need some legs. All right. Now that we've got the basics of our character down, they need some big googly eyes. And something that this artist has done with their eyes as we add the little pupil here in the center, I'm going to go ahead and just drop bloop. If you cut out a little piece here in the corner, And actually, they have little highlights up here too. Look at this. You might see this style quite a bit with places like Cartoon Network or those other Netflix shows with the crazy characters. And they need a nose and some big, goofy smile. Here we go. Ooh. Something weird is going on with the shape on this side. All right, that's not too bad. And also, we get some little eyebrows going on here. Now, I think they might. Let's put some boots on this character. That's pretty good. You know what? They also need some fingerless gloves. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's great. All right. Now, we're going to move on to the marker. We don't have all day. Um let's just add some yellow. Yellow is such a great color. I just like it a lot. And we're just using this marker as uh, a way to put down flat colors. So that's interesting. My iPad just figured out that I'm working, which is nice. Thanks. Thanks for that. And then once we get the flat colors down, let's see what color. Let's make their hat like a blue color. And we'll use the same blue, I think, for their boots. Now, the cool thing about working with markers, if you've got a good digital marker or even markers, physical markers, you remember those, right? Um, like a good quality alcohol based marker. You can work. So I'm not changing layers. I'm staying here on my marker layer. But I'm just putting down another layer. I'm going to switch to the purple and going on top of what I've already drawn. And that's going to give us a little bit of shading, which I think looks pretty nice. And also we can use this here in the face. Actually, I'm going to do this first. Let's get a slightly darker yellow and we'll go around the edges here. That looks pretty fun. I like that. And then you need some rosy cheeks. And I'm going to use this kind of off-white for some shading inside here and also around the edge of the eyes. All right, now that we've got the base, we can move up to, excuse me, we can move up to the color pencil layer. And I like to use my fine pencil, Jeff's fine pencil here, and just add um, just little highlights. So I might use a shade of blue that I haven't used before and just add, I think that's too large, just add a little bit of uh, texture to what we've got going on here. And let me zoom in so you can see what's happening here. We're just adding a little bit of like a highlight and a texture to that, which I think just makes it look a little more fun and playful. And then for some shading, I will grab this, maybe an orange. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And you can get some nice texture here in the shading. Was just, I don't know, I like it better than just straight clean lines for the shading, although depending on what I'm doing, that maybe affect the effect that I'm going for, but not in this piece. In this piece, I like the texture, I like the grain, and that's pretty good. So that's how I approach that. And if you're wanting to do something really fun, usually when I finish up the piece and I've got everything down, I may start out with black lines, but at the end I will turn on the alpha lock and I will choose maybe a dark blue or a dark purple and I will fill this layer and then look at that. That looks really nice. Look at that. I like the way that turned out. So that's how I doodle. When I'm stuck on something, just adding googly eyes, it goes a long way. And I hope that it does for you as well. I hope this is fun and entertaining and that you learned something here. And I really appreciate you coming by, spending time with me this morning and just drawing and being creative. And I hope that these videos are helpful. If there's anything that you would like to see me discuss or something you would like to learn, I will do my best. Just leave a comment down below. I check those out and I really appreciate the feedback. There's going to be a link to the brushes that I've used in this video, so you can check that out. And that's all I've got. So I will see you guys in the next video.